counsel, and put thy feet into her fetters, and thy neck into her chain.
Now, what does that mean? That means you have to become a prisoner to this thing, man. You have to dedicate to. If you want to be a, let's say you want to be a guy that's into some type of sport, you got to be the #1 guy in that sport. Like I'm giving you example, Michael Jordan, he had to dedicate himself to getting up early in the morning, practicing, going to practice in the middle of the day, at night practicing, meditating on basketball.
Offense is very important.
That was his whole life. So the same thing with this truth.
Go ahead.
Bow down thy shoulder and bear her, and be not grieved.
So this is not no easy thing, man. This is a burden. Go ahead.
And be not grieved with her bonds. Come unto her with thy whole heart.
Right. See, a lot of you guys, you don't come unto her with thy whole heart. You got to come with everything. Just like when you meet a woman, a fine-ass woman, man, you get on the phone and talk to her ass. You ain't said nothing. She ain't said nothing. Y'all just on the phone, just listen to each other breathe, man. That's how you got to be in this truth. And all you brothers that had your first woman that thought she was the finest woman on the planet Earth, you just call her just to call her. Go ahead.
Come unto her with thy whole heart, and keep her ways with all thy power. Search and seek, and she shall be made known unto thee. And when thou hast got hold of her, let her not go. For at the last thou shalt find her rest, and that shall be.
After a while, this is going to turn into a rest. And those chains and those shackles that are placed upon you, which is this wisdom, you're going to turn them chains and take them off and turn them into weapons. Go ahead.
That's right. And that shall be turned to thy joy. Then shall her fetters be a strong defense for thee, and her chains a robe of glory. For there is a golden ornament upon her, and her bands are purple lace. Thou shalt put her on as a robe of honor, and shalt put her about thee as a crown of joy. My son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught, and if thou wilt apply thy mind, thou shalt be prudent. If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding, and if thou bow thine ear, thou shalt be wise. Stand in the multitude of the elders.
What does it say? Stand in the multitude of the elders. So a lot of you guys, you're not elder. You're building up to that. All right? It says stand in the multitude of the elders. Go ahead.
And cleave unto him that is wise. Be willing to hear every godly discourse, and let not the parables of understanding escape thee. And if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee betimes unto him, and let thy foot wear the steps of his door. Let thy mind be upon the ordinances of the Lord, and meditate continually in his commandments. He shall establish thine heart, and give thee wisdom at thine own desire.
That's right. Now let's go from there to the book of, I'm not even going to read all of these because there's so many of them, because I want to get into the main topic. Give me Ephesians, the 5th chapter, the 6th verse to the 21st verse, and read that quick. Ephesians, the 5th chapter, the 6th verse to the 21st verse.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 6. Let no man deceive you with vain words, for because of these things cometh the wrath of the Most High upon the children of disobedience. Be not ye therefore partakers with them, for ye were sometimes darkness, but now ye are light in the Lord. Walk as children of light. For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth, proving what is acceptable unto the Lord. And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness.
Right, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness. And we see that all the time. Guys like Prophet 666, we call him. You got guys that used to follow us that now follow this guy, and that guy's leading you straight into hell, man. That dude's leading you straight into hell, okay? But if you want to follow him, fine. Go ahead and follow him. I don't care. Go ahead.
It says, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them.
Right, you're supposed to reprove them guys. Teaching this nonsense. And that's like a cancer. Esau can make it. Not Moab, not Ammon, not Ishmael, but not Midian, but Esau can make it. Not him. Just Esau. The wickedest nation on the planet Earth, but he can make it. Go ahead.
For it is a shame.
See, like I tell these brothers, you brothers think that next week you're going to talk the same shit that you did a week ago. And then next month you're going to talk to, like for the next 5 years, that's your thing now. Just talking shit about GMS and just doing the same thing that you've been doing, but there's going to come, like and it's not in your mind that the Most High is coming back. You're just going to think you're going to do the same thing that you've been doing. But there's going to come a time where the Most High going to show himself, and you're going to see, the Most High going to visit this place, and you're going to change your tune. Trust me, you're going to change your tune, okay? Go ahead.
This is Titus 1:10. For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers.
Right, and we deal with them all the time on the comment boards. Go ahead.
It says, especially they of the circumcision, whose mouths must be stopped.
Right, all you guys that are popping shit against the men of the Lord, your mouths are going to be stopped, you know? Like, for example, False Prophet 666 is going to do a lesson on who are the original Horites. How in the hell is that going to help anybody? I found out the original Horites, you know, and Esau. That's not going to save. That's not edifying you, man. Go ahead.
Whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole houses.
Right, you got these little feeble-minded guys like False Prophet Killer, which was feeble from day one, following your ass. All right? He got the true name of the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Now he's got that bullshit that you gave him, so he done destroyed himself, man. Go ahead.
Who subvert whole houses, teaching things which they ought not, for filthy lucre's sake.
Right, filthy lucre's sake is talking about selling out to the Illuminati. Just like Bubble Eye Blackfish did, because a brother from Texas, this guy can go all over the world. Here we are in a damn recession, man. And this guy could just go and he's a Negro. And they said in Texas, the brother said they saw him in a drop-top Benz. It was an 09 drop-top. You know how much money that car costs? The insurance, the car itself, the extras you got to put in. Well, you really don't need no extras because all the extras are in there. But the tax you got to, in order to put that thing, go to the DMV or whatever, the tax to put it on the road and all that, you know how you're talking about, you better have something close to $100,000, man. Now, what nigga do you know that got that if he didn't hit the lottery? Because that nigga didn't hit the Philadelphia lottery, all right? Or the New Jersey lottery, or the Powerball, all right? Go ahead.
Verse 15, unto the pure all things are pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure, but even their mind and conscience is defiled. They profess that they know the Most High, but in works they deny him, being abominable and disobedient unto every good work reprobate.
They're reprobates. Matter of fact, since you mentioned reprobate, give me 2 Corinthians, the 13th chapter and the 5th verse.
2 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 5. It says, examine yourselves whether you be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves how that Yahushai is in you, except you be reprobate?
That's right. So a lot of these guys are reprobate. So when you bring them the truth, they already have in their mind that they have the truth. So when you bring them the true knowledge, they're going to buck up against it. All right? Go ahead.
Ephesians chapter 5 verse 11. And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather...
Right, because those guys are not fruitful. Comfy's not fruitful. Go to his main page. When was the last time he made a video edifying you? What, 2 years ago? And this guy, Bubble Eye, he's got videos out there, but he's teaching that Esau can make it. Read that again.
Yep. And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. For it is a shame.
It's your job to reprove them. Go ahead.
For it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret. But all things that are reproved are made manifest by the light. For whatsoever doth make manifest is light.
Right, like Prophet 66, false Prophet 666. He had one of his guys, muscle man venereal disease, make a video talking about, you can hear the guy's voice, you know, why are you going down this man? He's a prophet of the Lord, and could you give me some scriptures, or what did he say? Give me some proof. Man, there was all kind of people coming on your board, putting all kind of information on that board. Then all of a sudden, I got up this morning, I went to that video, and the whole account was closed. So that shows you ain't about nothing. And to this very day, neither false prophet killer, false prophet 666, behold the age of mold, yish shithead, and the rest of them clowns can't answer a simple question. All right, Romans the 9th chapter in the 13th verse, Paul said, as it is written. And it keeps coming to you as it is written. What did it mean when Paul said as it is written? Because false prophet 666 made a comment on one of the videos that that's talking about Esau and individually. So people got up there and said, well, could you please break down what Paul meant by Romans the 9th chapter in the 13th verse? And it said, as it is written in parentheses. Because Paul was quoting another prophet. But they'll never answer that, man. There was even a video made on that. All right? I think it's called False Prophet 666, or Prophet 666 is the devil. I think that's the name of it. Then there's another video put up. What's the name of that other video? A recent video that was put up. double talking what? And that video cut the hell out that dude, man. So we on you, man. You know, we're on you. In the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
It says, wherefore
we're like spiritual exterminators, and you guys are the rats and the roaches out there. Go ahead.
Wherefore he saith, awake, thou that sleepeth, and arise from the dead, and Yahweh Shai shall give thee light. See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools.
Right. Check out everything, man. Watch the news. Go ahead.
Not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. And be not drunk with wine wherein is excess, but be filled.
In this case, being drunk with wine is talking about philosophies. That Esau can make it is a philosophy. That's wine. That's sour wine. All right? That's bad wine. Don't drink that wine. Go ahead.
But be filled with the Spirit, speaking to yourselves in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing and making melody in your heart to the Lord, giving thanks always for all things unto the Most High and the Father in the name of our Lord Yahweh Shai. Verse 21, submitting yourselves one to another in the fear of the Most High.
That's okay. That's it. Okay, now let's go from there to Hebrews 13, verse 17.
Hebrews chapter 13, verse 17. Obey them that have the rule over you, and submit yourselves, for they watch for your souls, as they that must give account, that they may do it with joy and not with grief, for that is unprofitable for you.
In other words, when we put these scriptures together and we put this on YouTube, you think we're going to dedicate ourselves on our first site and make almost 1,000 videos on the first site that we came up with, but we're bullshitting? You think we're just going to put all these videos up and go into the scriptures, but we're deceiving you? Go ahead. Oh, that was it. I'm sorry, that was it. Give me Romans 10, verse 13.
Romans chapter 10, verse 13. It says, for whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved.
Now we gave you the name of the Most High. The mother clowns are not giving you the name of the Most High. Bubble-Eyed Blackfish didn't give you the... And all those guys, Bubble-Eyed Blackfish, Nate Satan, Comfy, all those different guys that got their own thing, all of them at one time called on the name Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai. Now they totally changed both of these names or concealed the name. Like Nate Satan, he'll give you the name on his page, but he ain't going to come out and tell you the name. He ain't going to say, well, the name of the Most High is Yahweh and his son's name is Yahweh Shai. He going to mix it with some other stuff. Go ahead.
It says, how then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher?
Right. How